Well, hey everybody, welcome to Amongst Friends podcast. You've got Nick, Brandon, and Barrett here. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Good.
I'm good. I'm good. I know we got um, some different things we want to touch on. I think the thing I'm most excited for is that we're going to be live streaming Barrett playing Control on PS5.
Mhm.
So Barrett, you've not played this before, right?
Nope. Nope.
What do
I've
you know
owned
about it?
it because of PlayStation Plus for however long that's been. Um, as far as what I know about it, like almost nothing.
Awesome.
Um, I I mentioned it off stream, but I only know that this game is loosely connected to Alan Wake somehow. Um, and I know the people that like it really like it, but that's the extent of what I know about it. I know I'm going in blind here.
Cool. Well, I'll say more once we get the game up and in the Twitch for streaming. But let's to put it short. In short, I was obsessed with this game all the way up until it's released, and then still obsessed with it to this day. It's one of my favorite like Metroidvania type 3D action games. So I'm really excited to see what you think of it. And then Brandon, you've played it too, right? So
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said the magic words there.
I don't know if I played it
Metroidvania.
after it got a PS5
yeah,
upgrade, right?
yeah, yep.
I think
Make
I might
sure
Are
have
you
that's
playing
played
the?
it before then, but
no,
Yeah, I
we're
hope you're
playing
playing the.
PS4. No, I'm not.
Oh no,
That's what happens when you download it
seriously.
from the app. There it went. That's how it failed me. Uh,
Hmm. I'm
how much
like,
different is it?
I mean, the load times, the graphics.
Oh no.
Um,
Hold on.
let's see what we can do. I mean, it might run almost just as well.
I think it'll be all right.
I think so too.
Yeah,
When I, it would say like PS4, PS5 like underneath it, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I would say PS5 on the home menu.
Is it a free upgrade?
Uh,
It better be.
I think so.
no, no, I don't recall it being. I remember there was a lot of controversy because of that actually. But I thought PlayStation Plus included
Yeah.
the Ultimate Edition on PS5, so that's just strange to me. Bear with us, chat.
I'm not seeing a PS5 version.
That's weird.
Maybe.
You're not seeing it with Plus, or you're just not seeing it, period.
Is it the ultimate? Oh, it's the ultimate edition.
Yep. See, I'm looking right now on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
shows
see
it's
it now.
included. I just don't know how long it's going to take to download.
Oh, I don't think
Well,
I think you'll be all right without it. It I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
it's just not
I'm
gonna.
gonna
It may
try
not
and
look as
see.
good, but it should still perform just fine.
I'm just gonna test something really quick.
Joe Budson said, I'm trying to help, dang it. He said the PS4 version of games run better on PS5 hardware.
Hi.
Yes, they just don't have visual fidelity. Yeah, I mean, it won't have the visual fidelity of the frame rate or the load times as good, but hey, it'll still be a pretty good experience.
Actually, I'm not gonna try it. That if I download that, it's gonna tank my. Yeah, we're just going old school.
Hey, it works for me. I played it on PS4 and it was great, so go
Yeah.
for it.
I played the
I started
PS4
it, and then my
version and it didn't.
PS5 turned into a tiny jet. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Anytime I can
Oh, I
hear
got
the
you.
PS5, it's not a good thing. Shouldn't be running that hard. All right, well,
I'll wait till
Play
you get
this
through
old
the
crappy
title screen
version.
and everything, and we'll switch it over.
Hey, all versions of this game are good.
I played the PS4 version,
Joe,
and it was good.
I've played it way too many times. Joe Budson, you are correct. There will be less frame drops. And if it has a dynamic resolution, it will maintain the higher end of that.
PS5 has no problem playing a PS4 game. Well,
No, it shouldn't.
I remember how drastically it changed Hunt for me. Like, it's night and day. As far as like load times, or even Destiny load times. You get to the tower so
There's
fast.
a lot of games.
As soon
I
as you
remember
get
before they
through,
patched.
as soon as you get through like the new game menu and everything, I'll switch over the video.
I am on the new game menu now.
Cool.
Joe Budson says I'm having to buy PS5 this weekend for Final Fantasy VII. Well, it's a good reason to buy one. So
Oh yeah.
we're all
It
excited
really
about that
is.
one.
It's one of the true PlayStation 5 console exclusives.
It's nice that Final Fantasy so far for the PS5 is like, I mean, even with 16 being exclusive. I don't know if that's a timed exclusive, but
I know they're both gonna be on PC at some point.
Yeah, it'll probably be a while.
Yeah. I heard Final Fantasy Rebirth might come out sooner than a year, but 16 I have no idea.
just gonna sell the PS5 after you beat the game. Yeah, because then it'll
I
be.
don't.
Like
I guess.
I play on PC, but I like to have both.
I get it. Final Fantasy has a home on the PlayStation, especially 7, so I'm happy to play it on the PS5.
All right.
The good thing
Well,
about the PC is I've been able to play Dirge of Cerberus like the past week or
Mm-hmm.
so.
that's nice.
Like, and I definitely feel like they could remaster that game the same way they did Crisis Core, like in between Rebirth and the third game. Like, it would definitely fit. I mean, there might be some updates to there might be some updates to, like the aiming and stuff, but outside of that, like so far that game's been pretty good for a PlayStation 2 game, like in 2024.
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
All right.
Can't be helped.
You are starting the game.
I am starting the game.
You called me,
I went too far and it just started happening.
so here I am.
No, you're good.
In chat, just let
This
me know
game
if
will
you
also
want to
remind you
do
of Bioshock.
audio.
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you.
What was that, Brandon?
It's
Said
just
the
that
chat, let me know
I
if
get my
audio needs
hopes
to be
up.
adjusted for anything.
so
Yeah,
many times
gotcha.
it's led to
Audio
nothing.
might be coming through my headphones because I'm
I
having to use the
found
TV
nothing.
speakers.
It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room
So glad you're playing this.
and the poster.
Yeah, I'm excited.
The picture's something
I'm happy to.
nice.
I don't know. It's a good reason to give me to play a game that I haven't played
Like in
before
that
and didn't really
movie.
have like any pull
What
to
is
it.
it called?
Hey, that looks like Walter
The
White.
prison movie. The room's a
So,
cell, and the picture
Joe Budson,
Walter
I've read
different
that
for each of
Rebirth
us. It can be beautiful
is only
or
an
terrible,
exclusive
but
until
we're
May
all
29th of this
transfixed.
year. And then PC could come out anytime
It's
after
all
that,
a lie.
potentially.
Something to distract us from the truth.
So it's
They're
possible it
lying
comes
to
out
us. We are lying
in less than
to
12 months.
ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much
What did they do for
stranger.
Final Fantasy VII? I know it was timed, right?
There's a
It came out on
hole
PlayStation
hidden
4, and then
behind
it
that poster that leads to the real
was
world.
on more things. Is that right?
We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes
Sorry, my audio's bugging out.
something
1
crawls
second.
out
I'll
from
be right back.
behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to
Yeah,
forget what
PlayStation
they
is
saw.
starting to get stuff out sooner and sooner
I'm
into
here.
PC.
Mm-hmm.
Why did
But
you bring
to
me
some
here?
degree, it also depends on what the title is. I feel like some have made it faster than others. Like I think
Hello?
Death Stranding made it faster
Anyone
than
here?
say Spider-Man did.
I think the thing
Okay.
that Sony's realizing
There is
is
a
that
terrible latency. What is going on?
30 frames a second, maybe.
I'm having a Nick moment.
Yeah, you are.
Just can't appreciate it for what it is, you know?
That's not true.
Well, if it looks like I'm bugging out, it's because there's like almost a full second delay on my camera.
I won't blame it on your poor skill level. I promise.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's not entirely,
I'm
not
just
it,
messing
but
with
I gotta poop.
you. I was gonna say though, I think what PlayStation's realizing with the exclusivities and the PC stuff is it doesn't hurt their PlayStation sales really at all to release it on PC at the same time or near the same time as the console release. It's like
I like that.
which is the only reason they would.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was commenting that I
No, you're
like
good.
that I can pick up like notes and stuff and not have it not start doing things.
Yeah.
Shoving it in my face, making me read it, because I don't know how much of that I want
Hello?
to. Is there a lot of combat in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's gonna
Hey, excuse me.
probably gonna see that there's a lag to it whenever I have to start shooting somebody or whatever.
About the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview.
So I was like
Go that
so
way
hyped
to
for
the
this
left.
game when it got
Thanks.
announced because
Elevator that way.
I was a big fan of Quantum Break from the same studio,
You
and then
work
found
that
out
way.
that this is
You can say I sent you. If
from the
don't hire you,
same people, and it looked similar, but it's also was going to be coming to PlayStation 4
for the axe.
and Xbox, and that was a big deal because mostly we'd seen this studio make Xbox games. And then found out that like it was going to be super weird, and like the trailer for it just kind of made you just go like, what is going on in this game?
Think about it. No face.
But that said,
And then I loved
know
like
what you're
every
thinking.
second of it when it
if there's
came
an
out.
ex-murderer around,
Just exploring
That's
this giant government building and finding all these weird, mysterious things.
the cell and the poster.
That's what kept me hooked
I
with
was
this
11
game, like
years
in the,
old the first time I saw
very
behind the
beginning,
poster.
because like I just
They
loved the
told
way
me I
the,
imagined
the
it.
setting looked and
I've been
felt.
trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
It's already
There was a
one
lot
of
of conversation.
Well, I was gonna ask, when did this
Oh,
come out?
sorry.
the
Ooh,
2018,
I've been at least 5
2019.
years. Let me see. Control video game release dates. August 27th, 2019. So yeah, about less than yeah.
Did anything else come out around it that like I don't know how easy that is to look up, but like what other major games would have came out in
Let's just
between
go
now and then? Because this game slid under the radar.
2019.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
what's your
about it
impression
until
of
it
it
was
though, just
free.
for these opening credits and stuff though? Man, we
It's
had
weird.
Kingdom Hearts 3, I think, in 2019.
Yeah, I didn't care about it. Well, that was in like February though, right?
Yeah, but still, there was that. There
Yeah.
was, I'm looking at what else came out. Oh, Fallen Order came out that
Oh yeah.
year. Um,
Did I lose you there for a
let's see, it
moment?
looks like Death Stranding.
You know what's on my mind.
Um,
My baby brother, Dylan.
if I'm looking at this release, if this
17
release
years
calendar
since
that
the
Google
men of
fed
this
me is
bureau
correct,
took him.
Anthem. What a terrible tragedy
That was
that.
what happened, bro. That was where I was stuck on that. What a good game that met all expectations.
Caden said
Oh, that door's
nothing
locked.
mattered. Kingdom Hearts
Still,
3. You got that right.
Yeah, until it didn't.
Man, we're gonna have to reopen the conversation on Kingdom Hearts again. I don't I actually don't think, now that I thought about it, it's as tragic. The series is as tragic as you feel it is, Barrett. But I don't have my argument together yet to fully articulate it.
yeah, I was gonna say
I
I've
understand.
got to finish them as well.
Yeah. Once you do that, then we'll talk about it. Because I've got real problems with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hmm.
But like at the same
I don't
time,
think I do.
it was flashy and fun, you know. It
Shit.
was an enjoyable game. It's just like the big moments that I wanted to be big were like, just
You want me to pick it up? The
lack
murder weapon?
lackluster. Hey, this guy's
Really?
dead, dude. Did they kill Walter White?
I mean, someone had to.
Maybe he did it
Sorry, there's like a
himself.
UFO flying by my
Maybe he
window.
did it himself.
There was a lot of conversation in the chat about just consoles kind of fading away with how all these games are getting released on PC and kind of different consoles and stuff. I'll be honest, I don't think it's a bad
Where's the
thing.
poster?
Like, long as we get the type of games we love and they're high quality, I think it's better that there's not so many console exclusives. I don't know how often console exclusivity makes games better.
Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key
But
component in our
I'm
prime candidate
curious
program. Come out of that
what y'all
Russian roulette a
think.
winner, and you're
I
it.
mean, if it does make it better, I don't know that it's really measurable.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I would see is that it kind
Look at
of
this
reduces the development
am
time
I?
because they don't have to optimize for other stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, we already see like even with PlayStation, like they all have their gimmicks where whether it's a controller feature or something. Most games outside of like the launch titles don't really utilize that stuff enough to where I don't think it's improving the games any. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just development time. Seems like it's the only thing that's really not being affected.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I mean, like Joe Budson's saying, like
Okay.
we're
Now
getting
I have
closer and closer to the hardware being essentially the exact same no matter what you're using. The only difference is going to be the quality in the component. So that's what's going to change that optimization time. But yeah, I think we're getting to a point where it's not as necessary.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brandon. I think like the other thing is Joe, you made the point that it saves companies money. Yeah, because they already sell the consoles at a loss, right? That's a weird thing. They literally are selling consoles for less cost to make them just because they know they'll recoup their money and more from the software sales. So it kind of doesn't even make sense to where you'd even advocate that people buy your console. It's like all the money is from the software, then just get the software into the hands of as many people as possible, and that means putting it on multiple consoles and stuff. I get that it can't necessarily come out on all the same consoles, or formats at the same time. But as far as being less stingy with when it comes out and what the restrictions are, I just don't see a benefit in it. Brandon, or sorry, Barrett, if the controls on the game aren't being responsive enough, it's actually like a snap aiming feature, which I know is against your religion of like turning that kind of stuff on. But
I'll suffer, bro. I'll suffer.
It's the
No.
take one for the team.
Right after the pyramids poked me, and it was just noise.
I think my thing with all of it is like I want Sony, or I want someone to just have. I want to have a console. I don't want to have a whole PC set up to play games. I'm just not
happy to be
I like my games to be on something that is like built for it, I guess, in a sense. Like it's just a hub on its own. There's no, like, it's nice that with a computer is more than just a gaming console, but I like having something that's a little bit more just that. So even if everybody is welcome on it, like it's got everything. I don't know. I don't want to have a whole PC set up to build games in the future.
Joe says a PS5 is a PC, Barrett.
Well,
that's what I'm telling you.
And that's the thing.
But it's not.
I know you feel that way, Barrett, but stuff like even Steam has a setting where like you can start in their big picture mode, which is essentially just starting in console mode. So like you can definitely have different power states to like load up directly into more what I'm saying.
And that makes sense. I know that you can do that, but like I can spend $500 on a console that knows what it can do and things are released for it that it can do. I don't know. I'm fine with the capitalism of like make a console that I don't have to spend $2,500 on a PC to have something that is like good, like legitimately good. I'm sure there's better budget builds, but like I don't know. I'm more simple to where I like my games to be on a console.
That makes sense. It's definitely more
I agree.
effective, but
like even with all the pluses that it's like, yeah, and your computer can do that too, and this and this, and it's like, yeah, but all that's like distraction. Even that, like even all the possibilities of what it can do is a distraction. I like the limitation.
Preach.
As weird as simple as argument.
No, I love this. Barrett, I'm on Team Barrett with this one. Like just the interface alone of just turning on your console and not having to go through the BS with like loading up Steam and like
you can
waiting. Okay, do I have a?
That's fine. It's fine. You can do like I mean, even on my PS5, I can get on the internet if I want to, but it's such a fucking backdoor awkward thing you don't want to do. Like, I just like.
You stopped it.
I don't know. Even if Microsoft or Sony, after they're like, all right, we're just gonna make a simplified thing that is just a console, the console of consoles, the end-all be-all console that hopefully you don't have to fucking upgrade it. Just give it 7 to 10 years and you can buy a new one. However they want to do that. Oh god.
Yeah, you want to shoot those.
I mean, the only problem I ever have with PC is like when games aren't optimized well enough and you have to mess around with settings a little bit.
Yeah, fuck all that.
But outside of that,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I like to mess around with stuff anyways, to where like I'm putting reshade on different games and stuff I'm playing, so like I can make it actually look different if I really want to, and that's just more so my creative side. But I mean,
a lot of the mods for things on PC are definitely attractive. Like that would be fun to play old games or something, and you can play some cool mod that someone's made for it. I mean, it all sounds fun. It's just it's not in my wheelhouse to still want to have to deal with all that.
Okay.
I think what Brandon's trying to say, Barrett, is that if you were more creative, you would enjoy the PC experience. I think that's right, Brandon?
No, I'm not saying that at
all. I know. I'm just trying to start a fight. I'm trying to make this worse.
That's how I feel. Like, not like I feel like you're saying that, Brandon, but like maybe if I was more creative or whatever, I could want that
Dude,
you know, just have
here's the
one
thing,
thing that's
though.
got all my
It
games
can
on
definitely
it, but not.
be a detriment at times because I've definitely had days where I've spent more time doing that than actually playing. So it's not necessarily an easy conversation for me to have just because I do kind of like straddle the line, so to speak, because I'll go 6 months or more where I'm just PC, and then it'll be 6 months where I'm just console, and like I go back and forth so much. But I don't know. I'll always at least sing the praises of what PC can do. Um,
Yeah, I get that too. Like I don't hate on PC. I just like it's that like, but I just don't want it. Don't make me have to have that eventually, because
Mhm.
I don't want things to go that direction fully. I like that they give people the options. I think Miss Killigan said it earlier, but like there will always be like someone to challenge something. So I don't think it's ever going to come down to just one thing to where it's everything's on PC and that's just it. Because other people will want to make something that, and there's probably more people like me that like the console just it all housed in one little box that doesn't do all this extra shit that is nice if you want it, but if you don't want it, you want something more simple. But I think that will eventually be something, you know, almost like, I mean, I was going to say almost like the Raspberry Pi, like you could just simplify it to be only a console and then like, but it is a computer. It's the same thing you could do with your computer. But like, I don't know. I don't want all the coding and extra shit that I need to know to make it work.
I actually need a couple of those right now because I want to set one up as just like a Plex server for like movies and
Hmm.
stuff, and then one that's just like a retro gaming console. Because right now
I
I'm using the second PC I have to like play like retro games and stuff upstairs, but I would like to have like just like a dedicated machine for it.
yeah. If I didn't already give it away, I have one downstairs. I remember getting it and it being too hard, and then I just never used it. My stepdad had one and it was like really cool, and I was like, "Oh, it's cheap, dude! I'll buy one." I don't know where I'm going right now. Where's the quest marker? Oh,
I
gotta go
think
poop
if
again.
you press the control pad, it'll bring up a map. Or maybe it's down on the control, um, on the
What did
directional
that do?
buttons on the
Oh,
far
so that
left.
switch.
Down or up or left or something.
There we go. Up on the D-pad. Okay, so we need to go.
There's tons of secrets too in this game. Just when you'll come back with abilities, different abilities and stuff, and you'll find all
Hiss
kinds
like
of
that one
stuff.
that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss
It's definitely
burrowing into
creepy.
everything in this
Yeah, it's
place.
awesome.
Is the
The
hiss your
art
enemy?
direction in is just
Alright,
incredible.
it's our enemy. That babble is
Joe, hurry
contagious. It
back.
burrows in
I've
like an
got more controversial
infuriating
thoughts
melody that makes you
that I
hum
want to
over
hear your
and
opinion on.
over.
But back to your point, like, um, Brandon yeah, I think eventually, I think the point is that just as time progresses, there'll be less and less restrictions, um, of where you play the games you want to play. I agree. I don't want to sit with a tower next to a monitor. I'd rather be on a couch with a really high quality TV and then just turn on my console, have the menu right there. It's dedicated to games. And I think that, yeah, you'll be able to do that with PC or PC device if you want. I just don't think, I mean, I haven't been able to get that same experience as smooth as console is right now. But yeah, I think once that can be the experience with whatever device you get, and it still is a PC and it can do other things. I will make a difference to me as long as it can feel like turning on a PlayStation 5 and being on that home menu and not having to touch a mouse and click something on a desktop or anything like that.
Like I said, you can do that now where you set up like you can launch like straight to Steam. They tried a few. It's probably been 7 8 years ago or more. I don't know if they're still making any now, but I know Alienware I think made something that was like I can't remember what they're called now. It was like a Steam box, but it was literally just a PC the size of a console, but it was like dedicated to running like Steam operating system, and I don't think it ever really took off, but there's definitely potential there.
That's where I need to go.
It's locked. First
Yeah.
puzzle.
Well,
Do you have the card key yet?
no. I need to proceed further into the bureau, but I don't. If I was told I need to get a key card,
Hmm.
are these like pickupable? What are the little glowing bits in the ground?
I think they're hell.
I don't know what that is.
It seems like I
Oh,
should
yeah.
go here.
Yeah, go there.
Yeah,
Go there. It's yellow.
I tried to.
I might have to kill some stuff.
I was gonna say
Hey,
There's
chat,
nothing-
what do y'all think of upside down triangles? Good or bad?
Should I just?
Well, I think once you drop down there, all balls will break. Oh wait, no, never mind. There you go. You'll have to quote unquote cleanse that point after you kill all the enemies, and it's a pretty cool visual.
Okay.
This game has probably my favorite lore.
Oh, just
Brandon,
jump over it. Okay.
Oh no, you got done. You got shotted.
Now you gotta start the whole game over.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like getting over it.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding. We can't be trusted.
Oh
That's so funny though.
man,
Man, these PS4
loading
times are awesome.
screens, dude. Jesus.
Man, I don't know. If only there was a way on the PlayStation app that they told you there was
I'm
PS5
embarrassed
or
that I
not.
didn't just come straight down here and run and jump in the first fucking time. I was like, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, and I'm just used to not being able to jump. So I got to a wall right here, and I was like, well, I must find a way around. So where are the arrows?
Mrs. Killigan asked, upside down triangles in what form? The water element? So I was thinking more of like, so in the game you can see on Barrett's screen that upside down triangle. It's kind of a homage to the shapes that you'll see like at monuments, like in Washington D.C., particularly like the Washington Monument. I've heard a lot of people talk about that there's more than just symbolism tied to like the Washington Monument. I've heard people say that all these negative energies you can feel, and that it's an antenna for something supernatural and all this different
Oh my
stuff.
God.
So I didn't know if anyone in the chat had any thoughts or conspiracy theories on that stuff.
Always like these.
Wish I knew
load
more
screens,
what was
though.
going on. So
But what do you know? Let's recap what you know. You're in this building.
actually, people are floating.
People are floating. I think she's looking for her brother. Did she mention that yet?
She may have.
That tried to invade me earlier.
And you have a gun now for some reason.
Yes.
Burrowing
Well,
into
it is a
that is-
video game.
in this
And I'm
place.
That
shooting
is
things.
well.
Is the
That's literally all they want you to know at this
It's
point.
Okay.
So don't feel like you missed something. Now, all those documents you're picking up have a ton of lore that will only confuse you
Yeah.
further until you get deeper. But Brandon, would you agree that not knowing what's going on is like one of the cool things about this game? That like the weirdness that's kind of all around you all the time.
I felt like I played most of this game not really knowing what was going on.
All right, hell yeah.
But it's still mysterious enough to where I was curious. Wanting that.
Yeah. So I remember before this came out, they were talking about, like, the developers were talking about the weapon and stuff, and they said it's not a gun, it's something that thinks it's a gun, and so it behaves
That's
like a
cool.
gun. And that right there, like, hooked me. I was like, what the hell does that even mean?
Cleanse the
Right?
control
Like,
point.
but I
Is
love the
that me?
idea of it.
Help me fix it.
And then I found out that they took a lot of inspiration from this literary genre. It's like sci-fi. It's the new weird genre, and that goes back to Barrett, that book I told you about, Annihilation.
Holy
That's
shit.
also a movie.
You did it.
And this
You
sense of
did it.
just like weird uneasiness. You don't really know what's going on, but you know it's kind of like beyond your understanding. So like that just kind of sucked me in further into what might be going on.
With it being in a government building and there being triangles, I just think about the Illuminati. I'm like
Exactly.
I'm cleansing politics right now.
Well,
Yeah.
that's I guess a little bit of what Miss Killigan said. Um,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's, pyramids. She said in pyramids in themselves are thought to be a portal for traveling, used more in ancient times. Some believe pyramids actually go further below the ground to form a diamond. So the lower half would look
Hmm.
like an inverted pyramid. The only people who know about this are the elite, and it goes into some deep conspiracies there that these pyramids are used as a power source.
Hmm. So, Miss
Hmm.
Killigan, I don't know where you got that knowledge, but what I love about this game is that the writers and the developers did that same groundwork research and took inspiration from it to make this world. And what starts out as just being what looks like a government office building turns into a pretty grand environment, like that seems essentially endless. And it's all about conspiracies, just conspiracies everywhere. And here's another weird one. Like, have you guys watched the Loki show?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
at least the
That little
first season.
clock you just saw on the wall back there?
Yeah, I stopped and looked at it because it was familiar. I've seen the
Yeah,
first episode of Loki.
well, right in that animated clock was in that, and that show also took place in a industrial, like almost government looking complex at certain parts. But I thought was really
Mm.
like I was like, huh, someone just played Control. Um,
Ah,
but I love conspiracies, and this game's got all of them. If you pick up like the little documents and read them, I mean, there's reports on Bigfoots and aliens and alternate dimensions and alternate realities. And there's just so many good little subplots and stuff. And then the main plot gets weirder and weirder to where like you don't even have to search out that stuff. Um,
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out. Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Yeah.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
do I tell her it looked like a suicide? The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Hello, Cartendo.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan?
Thank you for joining the stream.
Not yet.
Yeah. How you
But
doing?
there's something I need to
Hello.
ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can
Taking in the
maybe
plot,
cure
so it got
those
kind of quiet for a
infected.
minute. Trying to.
Yeah, me
That's kinda
too.
his.
I don't want to interrupt.
Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already.
Pretendo, we are
She's the opposite of the faceless agency
watching
I blame for
watching
what happened
Barrett
to
here
me for
play
so long.
Control for the first time and
But I can't trust her
commenting.
yet. Or rather, the Bureau. she's
I
a part of.
basically broke this game. How so,
Yes.
Bartendo?
I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
So I'm to assume she's talking
With
to
me?
someone in her head.
We did it before.
Something,
Push the
someone or
hiss
something.
out.
I still haven't figured
Mhm.
it out. Yeah, but yeah, I have some theories on it, but they never quite tell you.
This one over here.
Cartendo said in a side mission later in the game that AI.
Which did you get? Were you not able to finish the mission or progress with the game, Bartendo?
What?
What
It
just
didn't
happened?
work. The hiss has
I
burned
cleansed
too
her.
deep.
I cleaned her
Ah,
so
you
good
tried
that
to,
she
God.
she
Ripped
disappeared.
apart.
All right, all
Gosh,
clean.
Jesse, over here.
It didn't even leave a mess.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, director.
Yeah, totally worth a shot. It was someone's life, but definitely,
Well,
it's worth
you
it.
know,
Tell her why
gotta
not.
break a few
Giving it a
eggs,
shot.
right?
I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an
Well, you can no longer
incident
get the good
in my
ending, Barrett,
hometown,
but that's
Ordinary.
okay.
Is that right?
No.
The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing.
Is there stuff
I've
like
been
that?
looking
Oh
for this
no.
place for a long
No,
course
no,
there
not
is.
in this game.
That's enough.
No, not
Maybe
that I'm
that's too
aware
much
of.
already.
Just like the quest
I
marker
can't
told me
tell
to go
her
there.
about Dylan and the
Mrs.
rest yet.
Killigan,
I've
yeah,
seen
said send her straight to
mentions of
heaven.
an altered world event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an
She
old
looks like
Bakelite
a
telephone.
character from
A
Fallout or something.
direct line of communication between the director
Every time it goes back
and
to
the
her, I
board.
think of like a Fallout
Maybe
4
he can
character
talk
model,
to you more clearly through
especially
that.
with her like
I mean, Trench has
chest
years
thing.
and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
Again.
It's kept in the communications
Again?
department through the mailroom.
Bruh.
It's part of the
Wow.
sector, so we can access it even with the
Use some
lockdown in
backup
place.
phone. That's stupid.
We'll get the door open for
The
you.
one I had busted.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
But Barrett, doesn't the game kind of make you feel weird? Like,
Yes. Yeah, the whole I don't know if you can see it on my face, but like, yes.
I know this is all new to
it's
you, so
great.
don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to
There
the
are no
comms
stupid
department is
questions.
just
I feel
outside
like
the
any
boardroom
question I
back
get
in the
asked right
lobby.
now would sound
They should have
stupid.
gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Base. Got a heal spot right outside. Good stuff. So this is like a safe room. Now that I've cleansed it.
See where you are. Started bouncing between. Yeah. Basically, this particular area is. There are other safe zones later. Well, not safe zones, but there are other cleansing points or whatever. The function is save stations or whatever you want to call them. But there is potential for enemies to show up. This one though is, I believe, safe for the duration of the game.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
One of them key cards for that.
So I don't think this is a spoiler to say, but I'll give you like a brief idea of how this is connected to Alan Wake. So let's just say that the events that this government organization that she's in building up, they investigate events like what happened in Alan Wake. That doesn't like tell you necessarily what happened in Alan Wake, but it tells you that it's in the same universe, and this bureau is aware of those events and is looking into them. That's kind of the only connection now. They get a little bit stronger in connections in some of the DLC for this game, and then in Alan Wake 2, and then they're working on Control. Control 2 is in development now. But it doesn't get any less weird, even once they kind of tell you what's going on. Matter of fact, I would say it gets weirder. And Brandon, do you have any opinion on why the game is called Control?
It's been so long since I played it. There's nothing
Oh, really?
necessarily comes to mind right now.
Whoa, the way he disappeared was kind of weird. Looked like he got up and then just. Well, I mean, those points are called control points, right?
They are.
So, like, that point I cleansed. So, what is, like, what is.
That even mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
I would
not sure.
like almost like objective based games, like you've got to control the point. Once I control the point, it's like kind of a safe spot. Because I'd say whatever they
mean,
figured
you might-
out here has kind of let loose, right? And is, messing with everything. That is jarring.
Yeah.
What was it?
Just the words coming across the screen out of nowhere, like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
watching like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something.
Yeah, it reminded me of that too. What's weird too is, if I recall, when you pick up those little collectibles that pop out of those chests you just open, they have the weirdest names. I remember one was called like Shard of Intrusive Thought or something like that, right? And you're like, huh? And it's like, okay, that's an interesting power up or pick up, whatever you want to call it.
Already just seems like one of those games, especially with you talking about how like it never doesn't feel weird, but like it already seems like one of those games that's just like so deep you'd have to read really far into it to understand. I guess until it gets to like big story beats or whatever, you'd be like, oh, okay, so there's some clarity. Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like for every question they answer, they ask 3 new ones. Like I would say this story-wise is the Lost of video games. Like, did you ever watch that show?
I watched a good bit of it, yeah.
Dude, I watched the first season of that show, and then the second season started, and there was a dude in a bunker on the island the whole time, and I was like, okay, I thought we were going to get some type of clarity.
Yeah, though it just, and then apparently that show just kind of like rushed to the end whenever it got close.
Yeah, I think what's different about this, at least how it feels, it doesn't feel like they're making it up as they go along. It feels like they haven't like planned out what's happening. They just don't really tell you. So you're just kind of like, okay, there's definitely some rules to like what's happening in this world and how things work. But they don't let you know what those rules are for the most part.
Well,
But to your point, Barrett, I played this, or I jumped into the lore of this and only figured out more theories from people.
yeah.
It was like, there's no answers. There's just a lot of people looking into all the symbolism and stuff and being like, here's what it probably is, or here's what it could be, but no one knows, you know, at least
We're on the right
for a
track.
lot of it. Oh, this area is cool. You're about to have a fight. There's a.
Object
Did you
of
get the control
power.
point
Something
outside?
must have latched onto it.
I got the one in that room over there. Outside though.
I thought there's one to the left. Maybe I'm thinking of a different area. Disregard what I said.
Find out. That doesn't look like something that's very shootable.
Yeah, it's not. You just need to get to it. But do it stealthily, like. Yeah, you're going the right way. Brandon, I don't know about you, but I don't know beyond this point why they put the crouch.
That doesn't help.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
definitely didn't help.
I don't
Yeah.
remember using it.
So the only way to heal is to go to those damn control points, right?
Yeah, or you get little healy bits from the enemies when you shoot them. But I think you can rush up to this thing and cleanse it real quick.
Okay.
I mean, you might die in the process, but so this is cool.
Did you see the chat, Nick?
It's harder
No,
to
it's
hear
is
you
it
when I'm
updating?
here.
Yeah, Miss Killigan
It's
has
like
some
the
stuff to
channel's
say.
been changed.
Oh, okay, cool.
The
There it
board's
is.
in charge here.
So this
Their
game definitely
pyramids
seems to
in
be
Bureau
pushing
Seal.
fear in so many
Are
ways.
they
The
really
lighting,
the ones
music,
pulling the
effects.
strings?
It's so,
I'm not
dare I
their
say,
director.
demonic.
I'm no one's
They're using
director.
legitimate tactics to produce fear, emotions, and it's pretty insane. I can feel my anxiety as I'm just watching. Listen to the chanting too. There was a point earlier where there was some chanting going on by the voices.
Yeah, those are really good observations. Well, I think you're right.
It says control.
The
I think
board,
it's
whenever the board starts talking, it's like creepy as hell.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It says control. I think it's a play on words on how we can be controlled through mental manipulation via frequency of the music and such. So she cleanses using the force.
Yeah.
It's definitely a force out
Tell me
Well, yeah.
that isn't that ability awesome? Doesn't that feel great?
It reminds, like, I don't know what other game has used it in a very similar way that I'm thinking of, but it feels almost familiar, other than, you know, Jedi. But now that I can do this and not have to use guns, I'm down, you know?
Dude, after I got this ability, I dumped all my like skill points. You'll get the ability to customize some of your
Okay. I fell off the map
I want to
during the
say
training simulation.
I want to say Infamous maybe has some similar mechanics.
That sounds right.
I really love that game too.
That sounds like it could be what I'm thinking of.
It's like a launch
trying to watch
PS4
this.
title.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heck, I remember playing those back on. First.
Miss Killigan said Hogwash Legacy. I meant Hogwash.
Yeah.
There you are. You were gone.
I feel like this
I think
game kind of
it's
is
the
playing.
holding
I got
R1 to
it.
bring it up almost
Yeah.
is what like feels
right?
the most
This will help me
familiar.
fight the hiss.
But there's like a sense of weight as you pick that stuff up and all the little destructible bits.
It'd probably feel even better if I was playing with the PS5 cool fun controls, you know?
I mean, nice on
haptics.
me. Who cares about that stuff? You know?
Ooh, okay. There's like an array of things I can grab. That's cool.
Oh, dude, wait till you can like totally destroy the areas too. Like tear off pieces of the wall, blow up pillars. It's pretty cool, and then the areas will just heal themselves later.
Yeah, everything just respawns.
Pretty much. But like their excuse in the context of the game is that it's like the building you're in is like essentially sentient.
You can already see like that, that one pillar up there. It's like crap. I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, I see.
Yeah. What's fun too is going into the bathrooms and just destroying the stalls, and they just splinter, and it's just a mess.
No one can poop.
But yeah, Miss Killigan, I think you're right. It is definitely, you're fighting a force that's supposed to definitely be some type of demonic type of thing. But once it does tell you more later about where it came from and how it got led into this building and this place and stuff, and it gets pretty interesting.
It's corrupt.
Yeah.
This
Hey.
must open the door.
I found a key card.
Mhm.
Why did he jump up like that? Jesus Christ.
Oh, you probably scared him.
Reminds me of
fireworks.
Theodore.
This
Oh
guy's a
man.
pain.
They can
Really is. He does a lot of damage.
Great.
Yeah. So what's really cool about this area that it's in is I think this is the dead letters area,
Yeah.
but essentially what I remember was that basically this they intercept mail and stuff that's sent out in the normal world, and all these people and stuff like write letters to the bureau and stuff, and somehow they just end up here even though there's no like address on them or something. And but you can pick up those letters if you're playing. They have all kinds of cool framed
No
little
way to
creepy
heal.
things. Yeah, it sucks that you have to get all your health from basically shooting enemies.
So I can't remember exactly what you do here, but I know that, I don't know if you noticed, but the stuff you're throwing at me is like dodging.
Dodge him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at dodging the
So there's something you've got to do.
telekinesis stuff.
Cheese in that corner there.
Yeah, she's him, dude, because this fight pissed me off. Now be careful though, because the little minions start coming
Yeah.
for you in a second.
But
Now, if you
you
run
need to
through
kill
the
a
center,
few
he
of
did.
those, though, to get some health.
Yeah. Eventually, you get a dodge, you get a shield, and several other abilities that are really helpful. And you get to upgrade your health, which I think there are with the DLC. I want to say there's 6 or 7 different gun forms.
Ah.
You'll
Okay.
get it next
All right.
time.
Yeah.
You got this.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So when I'm low on health, I just need to look for little guys in this fight.
Yeah.
There's something
Or
you
if
can
you,
do, I guess, to make it to where he can't dodge. Like I guess I can like why do I?
if you launch something at him at the right moment when he's in the middle of an attack, he won't be able to respond, I think, in time to dodge it. But the other thing you can do is when you shoot him, every time you shoot an enemy, they drop little bits of health. You don't have to kill them.
Yeah.
So if you're able to run through the middle of the area quick enough and pick up some of those blue pieces, that'll get you some health after wearing the boss down a bit.
He throws his stuff really fast though.
Yeah.
And really hard.
Yeah.
I can't remember if this is the way I win. I hit the chest.
As Killigan said, that reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, leaving the little guys around to mine HP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got to be level at least 20 before you leave Destiny Islands. Just killing Heartless. I give you 1 XP.
That's crazy that you leveled up that much before leaving that island.
I think
Barrett.
when I played it like last month, I think I went to like 12 or 15 just because it was a grind to even like it. You get to a certain level there and it's just like you're not making any progress.
You got to learn the block. You got to get the tech experience whenever you like
Yeah.
hit like basically a counter. But you do it with that fight with Waka, whenever Waka's throwing the ball,
Yeah.
and Riku. When you're fighting Riku, you can mine both of those just to get that tech XP. But I did that mostly because it makes a proud mode run way easier if you overlevel Destiny Islands. So it just becomes habit from that.
So this is the control point that Nick was talking about.
Yeah.
And so if you die,
Right.
you should respawn back there. And I think that guy that you got the key card is on the floor right there behind you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I walked right over that last time. Okay.
You.
And that was over
Yeah.
here. Okay.
This guy's such a jerk.
They can fly now.
He does a lot of
Great.
damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cheesed him too. And I was like, we're not.
I wish I could dodge roll. I keep wanting to like double tap circle to dodge roll.
Yeah. Once you get the dodges, I think I spammed it quite a bit.
Jeez.
Yeah, right?
God. Oh my god.
Right.
Okay. Okay. There wasn't a difficulty to choose, right?
No.
No.
There is some accessibility settings though, but I'm not gonna say you need them.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. Those things are my best friend sometimes.
Me too.
I'll be damned. No.
Because when
Hey,
Brandon,
look,
the
we're right here
last
now,
time,
dude.
the last time I played this, dude, I turned on the no death mode because I was like, I've beat this game 4 times. I was like, I got nothing left to prove. I was like, I just want to go into it and play it again on PS5. Keeping in mind, I did beat it without those settings on the first several times.
Hey, you've already done more damage on your
I know, that was one clip, dude.
So why didn't you play good like this earlier?
I
understand.
realized where I'm going wrong now.
You really want to be freaked out, pause it and go into photo mode and zoom in on some of the enemies. So gnarly. There's some you get to later that will really freak you out. So they're awesome.
No, don't go out there, don't go out there, don't go out there.
Brandon, do you remember the Black Rock Quarry part of the game?
Yeah, a little bit.
That, I don't want to spoil it, that was like, really blew my mind. So chat,
Perfectly
what do y'all
fine,
think? What do y'all think of this game so far? Boring? Is it cool? Is it meh?
So far, I like it. I just wish, I had a better idea what was happening.
There's all
And
kinds of health on
the whole
there.
healing
You're gonna have to get
situation
it.
sucks. There's a guy right there. God, I'm spamming shots.
Throw
Oh,
something
fuck,
out.
I'm dead. He's gonna kill me.
Like in one shot. The melee is a little underpowered, in my opinion,
Yeah.
but once you get the ability to
Where is
level
that
up some stuff.
coming from? This guy's I'm gonna get killed by a grunt. It is more difficult than I expected it to be already.
It is. Yeah,
Almost with the gunplay, I almost feel like I'm playing Mass Effect. It feels a lot like
They
Mass Effect 2's gunplay.
I remember just being a little worried when I started it because it's like you didn't feel like you had many abilities at your disposal, right? And I was like, okay, if this is like there's no cover system, right? There's the crouch, but it doesn't work well as a cover system. And you take so much damage and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, this is annoying. But once you get a couple abilities, and they give them to you pretty quick before you get deep in the game.
They can fly now.
Um,
I haven't messed with the skill tree or anything yet. Is that something I can do?
I don't know
Right
if you
now.
if you can, it would be at the control points.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting.
go back to your loadout though, real quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, go down to that plus symbol. Yeah, click that. There you go.
This one or the one down?
Yeah,
Personal mods. Oh, the one with the blinking red
both.
light.
So the personal mods, these will do the effects that you see on
Um,
the right of the screen.
Health recovery per element pickup. Okay. Health plus 15%.
And by the
Do I
way,
want?
I'm looking at the stream on my phone. That's why I'm on my phone.
I guess I'm gonna do the health pickup mod.
Hmm. And then put one on your gun too. Actually, that one's
Oh,
for shatter. Yeah.
okay.
Shatter's a shotgun, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember when you get the ability to do this stuff. You might be able to. You just have to go to the control point. So if you die again, which you won't. Randy says, "Get good, scrub."
That's what I feel like.
This kill again.
It's just
I think
the
you
latency
really dig this
sucks,
story.
dude.
Well, to make you feel better, there comes with this same graphics mode, but at 60 frames a second on PS5.
Yeah.
And
Can I
it's very,
transfer my
it's very
save?
responsive.
So can I just like download the PlayStation 5 version, transfer the save, or am I gonna have to start it?
You know, I don't know. Remember a bunch of annoying stuff about the upgraded version of this, where it was like, I remember being mad that you didn't get a free patch for it on the PS4 to PS5 version. But I can't remember on the save.
Did you decide to start walking?
Probably. I like that oily effect that comes off of them and stuff.
I don't know if you noticed the soundtrack, but tempo does get faster.
Yeah, it's very anxiety. Like,
Mm-hmm. That health boost is...
yeah, but I feel like now there's just some endless waves of ads.
ads.
Like, just, minions while I'm fighting the boss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there might be. They might not stop. I can't remember.
Oh, not now. No! God, I got stuck on the wall.
I'm not laughing at you.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, see if you before you jump back in the fight, see if you can upgrade your
Control point.
pistol or whatever.
Yeah.
You
That
might have
would
to
be
put
nice.
those mods back on there too. I'm not sure if it
Yeah,
saved
you might
those
have
or
to do
not.
it and then save it. Yeah.
I can only fast travel unless I need to do some things here.
No,
Oops.
I
Would
think
that be
you're
where
right.
it's at? I'd hold down
Yeah.
square. I'd have an option here
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I was trying to remember if you can do it from any control point. I think you can.
Just make sure you check your mods first.
Ah, well.
You
No, I
got
can
this,
do it
man.
right
You
here.
don't need
No,
those.
Yeah, I've
You
got
don't
it.
need those
I'm good.
mods.
Yeah, you're right.
Those
I've
mods
made
are
it this
for
far without them.
babies, dude. Like
We're doing a no
like
mods
me
run.
and me. You're not a big baby like me and Brandon. I'm surprised you even using
Playing
bullets.
this game on
to be
no
honest, dude.
death mode. Like, how do you sleep at night?
Yeah, I know. Man. Miss Killigan, you
The only
said
thing I do anything
picking
like
it
that
out
on
for the
is like
story.
Guitar Hero no fail. That makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just soft. I think life's too hard as it is for me to do some of this blistering difficulty that
Yeah, especially when it doesn't
I
let
come
you
up with.
choose.
Yeah.
Ow!
And that's why on like some games, if there's a difficulty option that just says give me story, like I'm gonna do that sometimes.
I get it.
Like, yeah. Speaking of difficulty, Barrett, are you gonna play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on max difficulty when it comes out?
If it's anything like the first one, I'll have to beat it on normal first. I'm about to die again. But I'll have to beat it on normal first to do that. But yeah, whenever I have hard mode, I mean, I promise I'm better at that game than this one. That's my
He
problem,
says,
bro. I haven't played a game with a gun since the last time we played Destiny. Even a third-person shooter, who knows how long it's been. But I've been swinging a sword for like 3 weeks in a row.
hey, on the grunt enemies, use the telekinesis ability. It'll kill them in like one shot.
Yeah, I guess I haven't been using it as much because
This dude.
it seems like whatever I'm trying to grab has to go through a bunch of shit to get to me first,
But it can fly now.
and then
Yeah.
I can pull my gun out faster than I can like pull something to me. Is what it feels like. It might be just like overthinking it though.
You might be right. I always find that sometimes it would hit an enemy as it's on its way to
It
you.
fucking hurts. He hit me once, half my health.
Yeah.
Like,
True story.
people at? Are they coming yet?
Secret control. PS4 to PS5 save. Who's curious if they'll have to do this again? Your save file will not carry over to the ultimate version.
Hell yeah.
No, Jared, I said it will not.
Yeah, I know. I was being very sarcastic.
Okay, I didn't pick up on it. Well, hey, that means that you can turn on baby mode and not feel bad about it. You gotta play through it. I'm kidding. You got this, man. Brandon, do you remember like the hardest boss you've ever fought in a game?
Nothing's coming to mind, but there's been several I've been stuck on. It was probably in Dark Souls 3.
Hmm. Did you finish Dark Souls 3?
Yeah.
No way. I didn't know you played through that.
It was actually the first one.
I'm so dead.
Goodies. Yeah, no, there was plenty of bosses that stopped me from playing that for a long time.
But you can cheese a lot of those by summons and
Yeah.
bringing in friends and stuff.
I remember there was this boss in Dark Souls 3. It was like Pontiff Sullivan
Yeah.
and Irithel, I think it was, and it was just stupid hard. I also remember Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts was
Yeah.
enough to
I think I
make it.
tried that once and then died instantly, and I was like, nope, I can't do this.
Yeah. Come back when you're level
They can
99
fly now.
with like
Exactly.
crazy combos and aerial combos and
9 elixirs.
yeah, more than
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Dude,
for
I
sure.
remember having that's what the memories of throwing the elixir up in the air and getting hit came from.
So I think it took me like 2 or 3 times to get a cloud. I was like, oh, that wasn't too bad. I think I can do Sephiroth. And then it was like within a second or two, like maybe 2 or 3 times, like, nope, can't do this.
Yeah. Man, that the first Kingdom Hearts is probably the hardest game in the series.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just because of the
Especially-
control,
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say
just
is that
controls are
more,
stiff.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say is that more mechanics
More of a platformer. To like
Yeah.
just as far as like the awkward jumping, the box you'd have to hit, you know, to even land on something. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I just remember the jumping in that game being like awful.
Yeah, the jumping was abysmal.
I remember the first time I tried to play it a couple of years ago. At least once it was on Xbox One, and I think the one boss I got stuck on was the chameleon. But then this time around, when I played it on PS5, like I didn't about to beat it with
Comes up here now?
What were you saying, Ryan?
just saying, back on Xbox when I tried to play it a few years ago, like the boss I got stuck on was the chameleon. But when I played it again on PS5, I got through it with ease after the first try.
You're so close, Barrett. Don't die.
Don't say things like that. Just gotta make sure to take care of the freaking grunts.
I like that we make Barrett play the most stressful games when we're live streaming. Like we did Silent Hill that time. And I'm pretty grateful that wasn't me who had to find those like fragments. But this carries the tradition of making Barrett just play like the most BS stuff.
Oh, and I used that to my advantage too, because on my how long the beach was, I included that as completed, even though he played it. I watched.
Oh, you got him. Right?
I mean, I did, but he got away.
I have
You know,
a feeling he'll be back.
all that work.
Hey, you got
Let's stay focused. The
get a
hotline
record.
should be past the mailroom.
look at the devastation of this area. Oh, well,
Yeah.
ground level, I guess.
I messed it up.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's some newspapers. Cool.
I've still not found all the files in this game. One of these days, I'm just gonna try to do like a step-by-step walkthrough to find every one of them. But I feel like I've scoured every inch of this game, and there's still pieces I haven't found.
should go.
Oh, if you see like
Hotline
pictures on the walls. Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
I said,
What
if
do
you
you
see
mean?
pictures on the walls, shoot at them.
Shoot at them?
All right, take
Yeah,
this down.
sometimes there's secret
The
areas
situation
behind
in
where you can
Cuba has
break the
been
walls.
evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff
Okay.
at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds that Altamont will show up inside the U.S. Embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much
Alberto
easier.
Tomasi, head of comms.
Recording this?
The hiss got him.
There's one document I want to say in this area that talks about Havana syndrome, and that was a real world thing that happened. Did y'all ever hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think I heard
There was like a
I
UN,
remember.
like some kind of like United Nations or something gathering somewhere, and multiple people who were present, they're like officials and stuff, reported feeling like sudden nausea and vertigo and being just disoriented just for absolutely no reason. And it's theorized that like targeted microwaves or something were shot at them.
The hotline can't be far now.
The report doesn't. There's an official government report that's open to like the public and articles on it, but they never determined exactly what happened. But it was just this occurrence where all these officials came down with like this sudden sickness and then it went away. But it wasn't anything you could see under a microscope. It was just they acted disoriented and confused and tired just out of nowhere. And what's cool is there's a bunch of lore in the game that takes from those.
Look, Nick.
What's that?
There's. Oh, I thought
that-
there was a room behind it. Sorry.
I thought there was too for a second. No, I got excited. The ones that break are usually pictures that have like a door or a window on them. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes
Or
sense.
a hallway. And yeah. Oh, you're about to get the hotline. This is interesting. After you go to the ocean view.
The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
I don't know if you saw that sign, light switch, the law of three applies.
Mm-hmm.
The law of three.
Whoa. Have we been here before?
3 times.
No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the
This
run,
hotel's
under
pretty,
the
or
radar.
motel or whatever, is
This feels like
pretty weird.
all of them, like
Cool.
something recognized from a dream.
Yeah, I remember, I mean, this section was one of the more memorable parts for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of how it does shift.
Yeah. Once again, there's just such an uneasy feeling as you're watching it. There's something they did with the graphics and the lighting and stuff that just makes you feel like there's something always present or something in the environment.
Hello. Okay. One of these doors acted like it wanted to open. Does that take me back? Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
So there is a puzzle element to it, but I feel like I tripped my way through it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Just getting
There is a
lucky
puzzle, but
doing it the right way.
I didn't see anything he could interact with in that room. thought there was something to get interact with. Oh, you know what? Hit that bell again. And then go back to that room.
Oh, it changes the door.
Yeah.
Did it? It did, right?
It did.
Third time.
Ah.
So fun thing, this
Key has a
hotel
black
is
pyramid
in
on
Alan
it.
Wake too.
Mm.
Key had a black pyramid on it. I don't know if you
Is that
saw
supposed
it.
to be a clue? Is it?
Yeah.
Check the doors.
It's-
Check the doors. Maybe the other side of the
Where's
outlet.
my mouse now?
Oh, the other side. Oh, yeah, that door I couldn't open.
God, that's so eerie.
Yeah. This game has some of my favorite graphics though. There's just like something about like the detail and the environments and the lighting.
Yeah, that's definitely what got me hooked when I first played it.
Is Agent Smith going to be on the other side of this phone?
How'd you know? I have a theory, Brandon, that the board is actually the game developers talking to their own game.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh yeah. Don't hurt it. It can't be hurt. Don't touch it.
Okay. So I'm
It's
not
bad.
unlocking the flying ability in this part,
Not yet.
right?
No.
Okay.
No,
Cool.
this is
You said
this
don't
is actually
hurt it,
silly.
it can't be hurt, right?
Yeah. Get past it,
Sweet.
basically.
Okay. Got it. All right. Cool.
I
Don't
can't
shoot
remember
it.
how to describe it. You can try it. Doesn't hurt it though. It's learning. Shooting it might make it like non-lethal for a minute. I can't remember. I just remember avoiding them after trying to kill them. What does 222 mean? Mrs. Killigan said that in the chat. Does that symbolize something?
The room number I think she's referring to.
Oh yeah, but
I think I
don't
missed
know.
it while I was looking at room numbers.
There's somebody around you.
Hey, the phone's ringing.
Oh, okay.
Should answer it.
It is a phone.
It is a phone.
It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical
So I'm not
network.
typically a fan
direct
of
line to the
live
astral
action
plane
cutscenes in
and the
games,
board.
but I love them in this.
And
For
my
some reason
hypothesis
it works.
is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
Looks like a bottle cap. From them.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador.
It's the guy that
Marshall.
ran Cerberus.
Marshall
Aspect.
especially, my head of operations.
Hey, you know,
She
cool
sees
fact,
right through me.
this dude talking,
She
he
knows I
played
don't
Max
like
Payne
relying on
in the Max
people.
Payne games.
The only person you should fail is yourself.
Yeah.
But
Also
things
made by
change
same
when you
people.
become director.
I never played Max Payne, but
I didn't either.
Miss Killigan said, in
Miss Killigan.
numerology,
mhm.
222 represents communications with spirits and angels.
I have it. The hotline. I can
Cool.
reach Trench.
Represents the
Well,
voice and
listen to him.
communication.
He feels more like an echo. An
Which I
echo
guess can
with
make sense with the
important info.
hotline, the object of power.
I need to
here
get back
being
to
the
Emily.
phone.
Yeah.
People react strongly when I tell them about you.
Well, Nick, I know you
Is
said
it
you had
too
a hard
soon to
stop
tell
at
Emily?
10:15.
She might be able to help.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
I'm good for a few more minutes.
is
We
there?
get to the
Yeah.
end of
What
this
do I
chapter.
save? Yeah.
You have to get back
Well, we
to
can at
another
least
one
get
of
to
those.
a save point.
Yeah.
Let me go back and talk to Emily.
I think that's a shortcut. Gets you back into the director's office.
Yep.
The game is so hard to navigate, though. The map helps sometimes, but
Yeah.
The
oh,
fact
can I
that
check
rooms
something out
like
real quick?
overlap each other. Do what?
You go back to that room you passed. Look to the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the
No,
left. This
that
one.
sticky notes. No, the one with all the sticky notes on it. The yellow notes.
Oh.
This
Yeah.
one's really funny. It's not a main story spoiler, but once you get the key to unlock the room, you go in and it is just plastered in sticky notes. And what happened was just one day, one of the office workers' sticky notes just decided to duplicate itself, and it kept duplicating itself to where his whole office is just covered in them. And there's like a note on the desk that's like, "How am I supposed to work under these conditions?" And it's just complaining to his manager that it's like, we got to do something about these notes. But it's just hilarious because the whole room is just plastered with
Like a passive aggressive joke by a
Jesse,
demon.
did you get the hotline?
Yeah,
How is it
exactly.
hooked
Yeah,
into
it's
comms?
like
He's-
it is exactly what it
hotline.
is. You're
I
like,
can
it
make out what
doesn't
Trench is saying.
never explains why it happened. It just did one day.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors.
Is it going to explain
How do
what
I get there?
she's wearing?
It's impossible because of the
Yeah,
internal
yep.
lockdown. You can perform a
I don't know when
directorial
they
override to
explain it,
lift
but-
it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally,
somehow
you take the
protect
sector
her from
elevator
the
down
hits?
there. It connects all the
Mhm.
sectors, but it
Yep,
won't work
exactly.
while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training in this extreme situation, you are doing
Well, like what really
phenomenally
fascinated me
well.
about the game was
But all
like,
that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some
you get
tests.
them the idea that just certain shapes, no matter
If
what they're made
you
out
agree,
of,
that is. We could find
represent
out something
certain
that would help
energies and
us.
powers and stuff. And like that's kind of what
Tests.
it mixes
I
those
don't know.
ideas with kind of like a
She
really
might find out about
mundane
you.
scientific ideas.
But I wouldn't mind
And
understanding
that
more
kind of is
myself.
what she's
Okay.
wearing kind of
I think
embodies
it will
that.
help.
Mhm.
Great.
So
I'll
like
check
people
the
at the
internal
bureau
documentation for
that
any
gets into
lockdown
it have
bypasses.
different
We
impressions.
need
Some
to
think
get these
it's like
sectors open to locate
everything's
Darling and
just
Marshall.
science that we don't understand,
And I'll
and
look
other
for a
people
way
are like,
inside the
no, like
maintenance
this is like
center.
straight up
The
magic
sooner we
that we're
find one,
messing
the
with
sooner I
and
reach this
trying
override.
to control and stuff. And um, yeah, I
Control.
found it super fascinating, right? Yeah, exactly. By the way, this building that they're inside, the real building in New York, that they modeled it after, that has no windows, that's like smack dab in the middle of New York, and it has the outside appearance is identical. Super weird.
It's obviously the bad guy.
That janitor is an interesting character.
It's green.
It's really
Dude, it does look straight up.
Definitely a Mako reactor. Okay.
Cool. So good save point.
Yeah. Is there a save option in the menu?
Well,
No,
you
just
go to the control point, and like once it brings it up, it'll auto
Do you
save.
hear that? Someone's singing.
yeah, it's right outside the room, I think, in the middle of
Sounds
the
like it's coming from the elevator.
middle of the room.
Boom. Hey, and I can fast travel. I got abilities now. Astral constructs.
I think the
So that just auto
countermeasures
saved
are-
whenever I did that.
I
You can
think-
change clothes. Nice.
Miss Killigan, I have not looked into CERN. I'm not sure what that is, actually. I'll have to look that up.
Reach
CERN.
1 skill point. Hmm.
Oh, that's cool. It's the
Lana.
European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, is an intergovernmental organization that operates the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. Okay, no, I think I had heard of this. I just didn't realize it was called CERN. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole with that lore,
Cool.
real world lore. What'd you think,
It's fun.
Barrett?
I definitely want to play. I wish that I'd known about the PS5 version or thought, more clearly whenever I was downloading this from my phone while I was on a delivery today. So I didn't. But like the latency that it was really messing with me in that boss fight, just because like whenever I move the stick, it's like I move it and then I look. I was dealing
Yeah.
with that, and but I don't know. That one boss fight kind of gets me excited for what like else I could go up against in that, especially having more abilities and um I don't know. I think once I get more abilities and feel stronger and not so damn squishy, it could be a lot of fun. Um I'll probably just restart it on the PS5 version and kind of take in more of the uh dialogue just to get it a little more. But Brandon, how long does it take to beat it?
If you, I want to say it's like 15 to 20, but I can't access it right now because I'm using my phone as
Okay.
the camera. But
Oh, okay.
I want to say it's somewhere around 15 to 20 hours.
Okay.
Maybe longer
Sounds
if
about
you
right.
do any of the other stuff. It's kind of a shame that like, Rebirth comes out so soon because it'd be cool if you could finish this.
Yeah, I want to get through this. I know I'm about to be tied up. I'm already tied up playing. I'm a good portion of the way through. I'm on chapter 9 or 10 of remake. I'm trying to get back through it, but I think I've run out of time on that. It's a little too close.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's
it'll
been
be
a
a good
fun
one that,
replay.
yeah. Well, this will be a good one to put on your to-do list.
Yeah,
I mean, it's free with Plus, and like the PS5 version is, yeah, it's a lot more responsive and it looks even better. So, to me, I think you'll blaze through the part you played and get back to where you were. So,
yeah.
yeah, I
Now that
love
I've
that
dipped my
game.
toes in it, and I know. I mean, still I have no idea what's going on, but now that I know more of what I'm getting myself into as far as gameplay, it'll definitely be something I want to come back to.
It's definitely worth it.
Cool.
Can tell. That was
Cool.
fun.
No, I'm glad you tried it out. I'm sorry.
Stressful.
Yeah, it was
But fun.
that boss fight's frustrating. I
I'm gonna go
forgot.
ahead and delete the PlayStation 4 version and just go ahead and download the PlayStation 5 version.
Hey, you got some trophies.
Yeah. Then I'll get them
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the night.
Yeah.
Sorry we
Oh, fun.
couldn't go longer tonight, but we'll get together again soon.
Okay.
All those
Yeah.
in the chat, thanks for stopping by, and over on YouTube, be sure to leave some comments on what you thought of this game, other games we should play. Uh,
For sure. Just not Helldivers 2,
Cool,
please.
y'all.
Don't say Helldivers 2.
Oh man,
I want nothing to do with it at this point.
that'll be a fun conversation.
Yeah, we can unpack that later.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right, y'all
See you
have a
guys.
great night. So much.